I'm Tracy Baxter with today's Record Newswatch. Police in Saugerties and New Paltz now believe the same man robbed banks in their respective communities earlier this year. And they're circulating photos of the suspect in hopes the public can provide useful information to assist in the ongoing investigations. The first robbery occurred January 11th at the Key Bank on Main Street in Saugerties, when the man gave a note to a teller demanding money and indicating that he was carrying a gun. He left with an undisclosed amount of cash. Then on April 2nd, police now think the same man took an undisclosed amount of money from the Chase Bank branch on Plattekill Avenue in New Paltz. There, the suspect was wearing sunglasses and what appeared to be a wig. The man's believed to be in his mid to late 40s and either bald or balding. Anyone with information about either bank robbery is asked to call Saugerties Police at 845-246-9800 or New Paltz Police at 845-255-1357. We are not a community of bullies and bigots. Those words from Bloomingburg resident John Kars, one of about 200 community members attending last night's emotionally charged meeting of the Pine Bush School Board. Kars and other speakers were responding to the recent New York Times article that talked of anti-Semitism in the district. Many of those speaking out say the published story was timed to connect the allegations contained in a lawsuit charging anti-Semitic harassment in the district to the volatile, apparently Hasidic townhouse development currently being built in Bloomingburg. Development opponents say they're being branded with the anti-Semitic label when their objections are based on the high-density housing that they say would more than double the size of the village and ruin its rural character. Last week, Governor Andrew Cuomo's office instructed the state police to launch an investigation into the anti-Semitism allegations that were detailed in the 2002 lawsuit brought by 3 Pine Bush parents. One by one, people took to the microphone last night at the Cornwall Middle School auditorium to speak out against the planned reduction of hours at St. Luke's Cornwall Hospital's Cornwall Campus Emergency Room. Several hundred people showed up to voice opposition to the proposed closing of the emergency room from 10 p.m. to 10 a.m. during a forum organized by State Senator Bill Larkin and local Assemblyman James Skoufis. Hospital officials who did not attend the session have said they're pursuing the change as a way to reduce costs, and that low emergency room numbers during the overnight hours at the Cornwall campus justifies the reduction to part-time status. But speakers last night say the additional 5 miles people would have to travel to the Newburgh St. Luke's Hospital facility could mean the difference between life and death. The change will require permission from the state health department. The owner of a New Paltz construction business has been charged with felony grand larceny for allegedly ripping off a homeowner to the tune of $6,000. State police arrested 27-year-old David Friedlander of Gardner following their investigation into a complaint filed by a customer of New Paltz Gardens. Friedlander is a contractor and owner of that business. Police say he was paid $6,000 for contracted work that was never done at a town of Saugerties residence. Friedlander was released following his arraignment, pending a return to town of Saugerties court. A Southern Tier landowners group says it's planning to sue Governor Andrew Cuomo because of the lengthy delay in a state decision to allow fracking in targeted sections of the state. The Joint Landowners Coalition of New York claims the governor has arbitrarily delayed a decision on whether to allow hydraulic fracturing, natural gas drilling, for no valid or legally defensible reason. The organization is attempting to raise money to pay legal costs before their suit is filed. The issue of fracking has been in limbo since 2008. The planned suit claims the governor has blocked the issuance of a final environmental impact statement and the granting of drilling permits. And there will be another new face in the Ulster County Legislative Chamber beginning in January now that the Democrat Lynn Archer has knocked off a Republican incumbent Terry Bernardo in the tight battle for the District 21 legislative seat. The outcome became clear late Tuesday after about 145 absentee and affidavit ballots were counted at County Board of Elections. Bernardo, the current legislative chairwoman, had led by 10 votes after Election Day ballots were counted, but the canvassing of the additional ballots gave Archer a 48-vote victory. Archer said the visibility she gained from her 6 years on the Rochester Town Board was a major factor in her win. We'll get a bit of a break from the cold weather later this week. Thursday will be sunny and not quite as chilly, with the highs getting up around 50 degrees, and it'll be a little warmer on Friday with temperatures reaching the middle 50s under a partly sunny sky. Stay in touch with what's happening by starting your day with the Times-Herald Record, and stay connected to breaking news all day long right here at Record Online. For Record Newswatch, I'm Tracy Baxter.